Hi everyone, in this video we will have a training battle. Battle map will be Deadly Cliff against rank 12 Confederation player. Okay, here it goes. Okay, we are starting with collecting the resource containers, and although this map contains half of it ocean, but I'm intending not going for ocean at all. Instead, I will be totally focusing on land and leaving the containers, all the containers at the ocean for him. Of course, I will try to attack earlier. Okay, we need to cut off a bit part to get to the interesting point. Okay, now we are done collecting resources. We're going to have our first scout at the enemy base. Revealing the second supply center under construction while I have my 5 supply center already constructed. But he has a shipyard along with a platform, and a delta is already out, so he had to spend his initial resources on building a shipyard much early, which I didn't have to. That's why I have more supply centers, but now the resource containers at the ocean will compensate this investment of his. I'm producing hammers and assaults hammers from 2 vehicle factory, and will also upgrade my HQ into level 3 as well, because I'm having a feeling that this game will last long. Hammers won't be useful much long. I need Zeus, so I need HQ level 3. Okay, I'll try to take a different route from here and try to surprise the enemy, because the front line of their base is guarded with bunker, and he also does have assaults and fortresses at his base, and with the help of bunker I will not be able to breach his defense lines. Okay, because of the scout he had put here, he already know about my advance. Now all I'll do is to just surround his base using these units, because I hope he does have enough units to counter my offense. He does have, and also there are 2 bunkers, so it's very risky to go on an attack here. He's also smart for not engaging in a combat with me in a close fight. 2 deltas trying to annoy me, and I will be sending some units to take care of them, and meanwhile also preparing for vertex, since it's very clear that with just land units I won't be able to beat him. He will also go for Zeus, and I do not have a clear scout, so I'm not sure what he's up to. Okay, so we're going to have airfield and EVA factory level 2, and we'll send some units above the cliff to have a good view. Okay, time to see what he does have and what I should use to counter him. Okay, lots of assault hammers, enough to defend his base against my assault hammers. He definitely does have a lot of units there, and also rocket towers. Engaging while he will be under the protection of the defensive buildings won't be a good choice. I should let him come out of his base so that I can attack from the units that I had put behind. Okay, these hammers, well, they will die eventually, these hammers, but the problem is they might get a scout of my base. I should not allow that. Especially, I should not let him have a scout of my vertex. And I think he didn't get any scout of my base. My vertex is not yet noticed. Now, we're going to leave the hammers and going to switch into Zeus. Okay, the enemy is moving his units here, so there is a possibility that he will have less units at his base. Okay, I definitely need to put my defenses here. I should not let my airfield being destroyed. Now he also have no deficiency of any defensive buildings. He does have a lot of buildings there. Rocket towers and bunkers. And my units died. I also did a very reckless attack using my hammer assaults. And of course it's okay because those units are not good for late game. Now my first clear scout to his base revealing that he doesn't have any aviation nor any navy. He does have only land units, and seeing that I will be myself going for navy because he's expecting me not to go for navy at all. But he's expecting me to go land and air, which I will definitely go for. Okay, let's go. Okay, destroying this special vehicle factory will be a big pick-off. Okay, 2 vertex has been lost, but okay, it's so alright because we managed to destroy 1 special vehicle factory. Now I have 2 typhoons at my base. Initially I didn't know that he's not going for aviation at all. So these typhoons will be of no use for me. Adding my shipyard and also going to recover the lost vertex. Zeus torrent heavy vehicles will be under production. And I will also upgrade the shipyard to get Poseidon. Now recovery boost because the previously bruised up vertex needs to be repaired fast, otherwise there will be another easy target for the enemy SAM launchers. Okay, here my next attack goes. Okay, this location is just too much hostile. I don't have a good location there. It is guarded by a lot of air defense and also torpedo platform. It's very risky for going to destroy this factory, so I had to retreat. Now 1 vertex for scouting. Okay, so he's finally deciding to go for Avia and also added special vehicle factories. Now I'm preparing for another air attack from the air. Our target will be 1 building, the supply center. Okay, my mistake in controlling, but of course he had a lot of typhoons, very huge number. And rocket towers, so he definitely want me to attack his base. He don't want to attack my base. He want me to take the attack first, and then after my units are annihilated, he can simply go and destroy my base. Okay, but I won't be attacking that's in such a simple way. We're positioning the typhoons. This will provide us a huge view and also protection for our units, since he's going for vertex himself and reinforcing with more Zeus. Okay, so here our attack begins, taking the higher ground, and you're going to use the force firing, and he can do nothing except sitting there idle and watching me destroying his units. Meanwhile, Poseidon is under production, already have level 3 shipyard, which he's totally unaware of. He's thinking that I don't have any naval units. Now we will take this position above the cliff, very close to my typhoons, so that while his vertex will be attacking my Poseidon, not only my Poseidon will use their SAM launchers, but they will also be given cover by the SAM launchers of my Typhoon, which are very powerful SAM launchers, unlike the SAM launchers of Poseidon. Okay, so he's decided to make his move, and my Poseidon are also making their move. He's upgrading his shipyard into level 2. Not sure what uh, forced him to do so. He saw my Poseidon just right now, not before that. So he was able to destroy my units because of the greater quantity of his units, because he is solely focused on lands with a very little amount of air units, while I'm focusing on air, land, and also navy. So I need to reinforce my units above the cliff and provide cover for these typhoons. And meanwhile, the navy operation should be successful. He managed to produce one Viking. We need to destroy this shipyard very fast to get rid of any more Vikings. Now one vertex, that's nothing to that will be nothing for confronting this 3 Poseidon. Okay, after seeing his naval defenses breaching, now he's going for an all-out attack using the few vehicles that he has, but that's a very reckless move. I do have enough units to counter them easily, and also he has nothing to do except taking continuous blow from my Poseidon, and also I have a lot of land units, so he cannot even, I won't allow his base to be expanded in the land, and he will have to leave the buildings that is close to the ocean. That will be nearly half of his base is within the firing radius of my Poseidon, or perhaps even more than half of his buildings are within the firing radius of my Poseidon. Okay, these infantries will do nothing except slowing me down. Okay, he decided to quit. That's all. Thank you.